Today we're painting a relaxing autumn watercolor using fall colors, soft layers, and loose brushwork. It's super easy and perfect if you want a creative way to express yourself. Let's get started. So I thought we'd do a little landscape today. I've got the Schmincke Umber, raw umber color here, indigo, and the English red. And then we're also going to use this blue from the Poems About You set. So let's start with making some marks. I've got my 6B pencil here. I know you guys are going to be shocked by this, but I kind of want to do, since we're doing autumn, I thought we might put some like tree shapes somewhere in here. I don't know. I've never really put trees in my work, but this should be really interesting, I think. So I kind of just want to make this fall-y landscape. Okay, let's start off with, I'm going to wet my paper down just a little bit. Grab some of this indigo, nice and juicy color. I just kind of want the darkness to be down here at the bottom. Ooh, that's really dark. Just gonna kind of pat it in there. Maybe I have a plan, I'm not sure. Let's put a little bit of this umber color in here as well. That's really watery and juicy and thick. Okay, we're gonna come in with this stylus. I'm just gonna draw some lines in here. This is gonna make a little indent into the paper and create some marks. Normally we do this with a knife, but today I thought I'd try something a little different. See what kind of marks we can make here. I don't know, just some texture down here. Okay, let's wet down this top area a little bit, and we're gonna come in with this, ooh, that's sticky. Why is it so sticky? This color, autumny color. Let's just sort of put some marks down here. I'm gonna keep it pretty. That's pretty thick, actually. Let's bring some more of this umber color through here. I want this to be moody and autumny. Is that a word? Autumny. Kind of want to bring it through here. I want it to kind of blend together a little bit with this colors down here. Again, let's come in with our line tool. Make some marks through here. These are really fun. I got these off Amazon. Pretty reasonable. Oh, this is going pretty well, I think. Let's see. I think we need some, I'm going to bring in this indigo color up there. It's a little different than this color. Poems About You indigo is very, ooh, I like that purpley color there. That's fun. And you can see how the lines are starting to show up. Maybe got too many of them. Let's come in and just sort of, I'm going to dab a little bit. I don't really like that part right there. Let's smooth that out a little bit. Put some more of this color down here. Really just painting and having fun. We're just having a nice relaxing day. Making mixed media art. Okay, let's let this dry and see what we get. Okay, I love the lines coming through here. I think those are really interesting. Lots of good energy, but I think I want more of this indigo through here. Just a little bit, I think. I kind of like how it was mixing with that. Let's mix up a color here. Let's mix up a little bit of this with this and get this sort of purpley color that was really pretty. I think I need more of that umber color coming down. Let's do a little bit more of that umber color coming through here. I wonder if I should let the paper down again. Maybe not. Ooh, that was too much. That was a lot. Maybe some textures like that. Let a little bit of that light shine through there. Again, I want it to be abstract, but I want it to be, I don't know, I feel like I felt like I need to start adding more nature shapes into my work. Don't do a lot of that, so I thought today might be a good day to try. So I do love trees. I take a lot of pictures of trees. Maybe needs to be. Okay, I'm gonna wet down the paper just a little bit down here at the bottom. And I wanna bring in some of those orange tones down here. I'm gonna get out the fan brush. I don't use this very often either. But I want just a little bit. Oh, that's too much. I didn't want that much. It's okay, we can take it away. I just want a little bit more of this color in here. Didn't realize it. I like the fan brush. So a little bit of that color coming through. Sort of like these. There are these red plants near where I go walking. I don't know what they are. But in the fall, they just get these really amazing colors. Sort of like that texture we got going on there. It's maybe a little bit too much. Okay, I like how subtle that is. Okay, I'm going to come in with a little bit of black from the Peach Stone Black from Schmincke. Just want to add a bit of darkness through here. Because there's always a little bit of black. And it really makes the... We need more. We need to be bolder. Be bolder, Trina. Oh, those are fun marks. Maybe a little plants, maybe. I don't know. I like those marks. Okay, I'm going to wet down this spot right here. I just want to add a little bit. I like a little bit of that white, but I think it's too stark. So I'm going to add in a little bit more of that sort of purpley color. So it's just sort of pockets of white. Maybe there's like sun coming through there. We got some good textures going on here. I'm gonna put some more of this over here. Switched up the brush. We're using a oval brush now. Just sort of blending the colors together. Okay, I think I want this darker. I feel like I want it to be just darker down through here. What if I... Just come up with the color shaper, maybe. So I really want it to be dark down at the bottom and kind of glow up as we go up. Ooh, I made a rhyme. This color shaper has given us some pretty good marks. Okay, so this is dry. Let's come in with a bit of our deli paper with our Caran d'Ache on it. And I'm just going to put some marks through here. Bet you guys thought I'd never see the day where I actually put a tree in something. Oh, I think that looks cool. Let's do the other side. I want something coming this way, maybe. Just a little indication of trees, maybe. And maybe there's some, let's get out our palette knife, maybe. Oop, on there. There's some little grassy marks here. And this is a really good way to get lines in your work with your Caran d'Ache because they're so thick. It's kind of hard to make lines. Sort of like these little tree branches we got going on here. Maybe it's a little... kind of gives us more of a sense of depth going through here, which is nice. And if you vary your pressure, you can get, obviously, darker marks. And you can make a mistake like that. It's hard to see where you're putting things down, though, so that is one drawback. You kind of have to just trust yourself to make the right marks. Okay. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to come in with some Caran d'Ache. I got the gray, the black, white, and then we've got the ochre and the, what is that? That is the English red. I kind of just want to add little pops of color to kind of, we're just going to fill in what we think might happen here. Like, I really like these sort of shapes coming here, but what if they came all the way over? Like this. Trying to give the impression of maybe like some leaves coming through there. I don't want to get too literal, though. That's not the goal. I never want to be too literal. If I got a little wet, what happens? Might make it a little easier to make our marks. Oops, it's a little. Need a new paper towel. It's getting kind of gross. Okay, I like that. I think I like it a little wet, but then also these dry marks are kind of fun. Feeling very autumny, don't you think? I think it's feeling very autumny. Mixed media, it's always fun. Let's put a little bit more of this color in here. I wonder if I have a different. I feel like it needs another color. So I'm thinking about putting a little bit of pops of this apricot color and this orangish yellow. Just to kind of give it a little bit more difference. It doesn't need a lot, I don't think, but oh, that's fun. I'm being very fussy today. But having fun making. Oh yeah, I think that works. What do you guys think? I think that definitely works. So this is just a reminder to never be afraid to try something new. You've been on my channel for a while. You know that I don't put objects in my work ever. But I really wanted to create this sort of cozy, relaxing fall vibe because autumn is like the best time ever. Okay, I think that's good. What about some gray up here? About like, we go in like, I'm thinking like some cloudy areas maybe. Okay, I don't really like that. I'm gonna smooth that out a little bit with some water. It's feeling, I don't really like that texture up there. Great thing about the Caran d'Ache is that you can do that. Let's put some of this red. My tape is coming up. I feel like the red should be down here too. Oh, and these colors, these two colors here are from the Caran d'Ache warm set that I have, which I believe has been discontinued. Unfortunately, it was a really fun set. It was my first set of Neocolors that I bought on a whim. Funny story. So I ordered them from Amazon, and they actually sent me 2 sets for 1 by mistake. So that was kind of fun. So I gave one to my other friend who I used to do life drawing with. And we had fun at life drawing class that day because she got to play with new colors. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. I like that color. I think we need more of, just a few more of those. Okay, that's too wet. These Caran d'Aches are so versatile. It's just crazy how many ways you can use them. Okay, I might be getting a little carried away, but I like how that brought some light without adding white. Okay, I feel like there might be some green tones down here in the bottom. Maybe just a little hint of green. And then maybe this umber color. God, I have so many crayons in my hands now. I got like everything in my hands. Crazy. Maybe there's like some like tingly weed things down here. We can add some texture. Maybe more of that red through here. feel like I want some black marks down here as well. Okay, I'm going to put some pretty thick marks through here, I think. I like that. Using the side of the palette knife to scrape back in. Giving us some pretty bold marks through there, which I really love. I do think I want to put some more marks through here. Get really mark happy. I'm going to go out for a walk later. I might post a photo of, ooh, I like how the black over these red marks, kind of push them back a little bit. I'll try to take a picture of these red plants so you can see kind of what they look like. I don't know what they're called. It's really bugging me that I don't know what they're called. But maybe you guys can help me with that. Tell me what they're called. Okay. Ooh, I'm kind of loving it. I'm kind of loving it. I don't really like that. I don't know what to do with that. I kind of put those lines down and I don't really like them. Okay. Let me think about this. Okay, so I'm just going to come in with a little bit of this tinted charcoal here. I feel like these might be, if we kind of made them feel like, I don't know, something. I don't know why I put those lines in there. Now they don't make sense. It made sense earlier. What if we just, what if we just did this? What if we, I'm thinking if I added like more marks, right? More marks are always better. Then maybe, I think they were just a little too straight. That's what the problem I was having. They weren't really blending in with everything else that was going on. They sort of just look like brambles back there. Maybe a little bit more of this English red through here. I'm just trying to blend them in a little bit because they kind of... Okay, I think that works. I think I'm better with that. Can't stop making marks. Maybe... Okay, I'm just adding in some white marks here. Kind of felt like it might be a stream or something. And adding the lines this way maybe makes it more flat, maybe makes it more... Does that make sense? I think it makes sense to me. Guess that's all that matters. Where's that ochre? I sort of like the idea of these. This little bit sort of coming out. Okay, I don't like that. It's a little too much. Let's get rid of that. But I do like these little bits of pops of color right through here. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to stop. Okay, here it is with the matte. I like it. I think it came out pretty cool. I like the haziness of it. I like that there's still some light. Like, I think having it lighter up here and really dark down here is cool. I like the lines that we put in, even with the with the stylus and with the deli paper marks. These marks down here are really great. I think the white did something by just sort of lightening that up. And I love the little pops of Caran d'Ache, the yellows and the pinks. And then it's just really dramatic down here. I like it. I think this turned out really well. That's kind of, you know, I like I said before, I don't really add shapes and trees, but these to me are like, it feels abstract, but still kind of landscapey. And trust me, any of you can do this. Like, you saw what I did. I just put down paint and started making marks. So don't think about shapes. Think about marks. Think about how you make your marks. Don't think about trees. Think about color, contrast, lines, marks. And you can do this. Okay? Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you want to see more of this type of work. Actually, I think I'm kind of going to be making more tree paintings, maybe. I think it might be in my tree painting era. Let me know, and we'll do more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.